Hi guys! Woo! What's up guys? It's your favorite mystic TheSirenSayz, and we're back on my commentary channel where I make videos about TVs, movies, books, and those type of things in media that I love to talk about. Today's going to be a happier video, because I just saw the trailer for Little Mermaid. I'm sure it's going to be coming out the day after I see it, so it should be a Monday. I just saw it and I just had to make a video. I've made 2 videos prior, one video that's here on this channel and another video that's on my Sims channel. That's one of my highest viewed videos. It was terrible because the audio was terrible, but I said what I said in that video and I meant what I said and I said what I meant. So I wanted to discuss this because I know there's going to be a few people who have something to say about this, and so I wanted to touch on all those points. So one sector, before I go into that, disclaimer, I'm just talking about this for fun. Truth be told, I don't really care if this movie has a decent plot. I just know she's going to be a really good singer in this movie, and the trailer did that for me, so I'm not really here to fight. But some people are a little bit weird with their takes, so I thought I'd bring it up, have some discussion down below, see what y'all think. So the types of people who will be looking at this from a negative standpoint, 2 of them we already know, but there's this newer one. I say newer because it's not that new. It's like the female version of the comic book boys, but like they're not as harsh. So let's talk about, what do I mean by that, right? You know how the comic book boys are all about how we should have our own stories, and it's mainly the black ones, but there are some white ones. The comic book boys are talking about how tokenism always ruins their stuff, so they don't want to see it in Disney stuff, even though they were probably never planning on watching this movie. But whatever, it's your business, it's your life, right? So those are the comic book boys, the ones who are a stickler for purity, not even because they think the pure stuff was always good, but because they sometimes the tokenism, because of the bad writing, led to the ruination of whatever core story was there, so they feel like they're justified by that. Now there's a female version of it, right? Female version of the comic book boys that's still on the graphic design side, the art side, but more on the lighting. I've been hearing a lot of stuff about lighting lately. Why is the lighting so dark? Why is the guys, I'm not saying y'all are wrong, but like, what do you think it's going to be so dark that we're not going to be able to see her? Because from what I saw in this ad, there's a lot of scenes of light, unless this is just all the light scenes and everything else is pitch dark. Like, I don't understand how y'all are able to watch this movie and just find things to be upset about. I didn't even notice that it was really dark, because the world that we live in has movies that are so chock full of CGI that I didn't even notice that her CGI wasn't as bright as maybe the CGI in the latest Blue Avatar movie that I did watch, but I'm not gonna make a video on that because who cares? It's literally just alien Pocahontas. But I'm watching this and I'm enjoying it. I like what I see. What I did like is that it looks like it's not going to be as political as the comic book boys were discussing. Some of the comic book boys were saying that based on what they saw in some interviews, it looks like they're gonna propagandize this version. And I'm like, well, it looks like they're not. It looks like the exact same story. They're just using some different verbiage with the script. Looks like the exact same story to me. Hey, they even got the crab to sound a bit Jamaican. Now, I am actually Jamaican, so you can kind of tell it's not really a Jamaican talking, or it's a Jamaican who probably hasn't been to Jamaica in a while, but it's I. Yeah, man. Ew. But yeah, I said ew because of the accent. But yeah, I really just need to make a video about this because, okay, let me talk about the other side. There are going to be the raciest, the racism people who are gonna hate this as well. I don't think the The lighting girls hate it, but I just thought it was really nitpicky that they just had to find something to complain about as it pertained to this. For me, what did I think? Now we're leaving negative parts alone. I thought it was cool. I thought the singing was great. I'm excited to see it. Now, here's where I am with it. I don't think there's a problem with it. I think she was the best person for the job. I think that sometimes tokenism gets a bad rap because writers think, there's a black person in it, so we don't actually have to write anything decent. And because they've done it so many times, it gives people like the comic book boys credence to say that all tokenism is bad and we should just get our own stories or stick to our original stories, because every time they tokenize, they use the excuse of the badly written tokenized characters. But some of them they just hate themselves, or they're racist. Some of them they're under the guise that it's the bad writing, but they never actually say it's the bad writing. They just bring up examples of comics that weren't received that well, but they never actually say the bad writing. You all know why nobody discusses that it's the bad writing? Because if they did that, then the people would be forced to say that means there's a solution. But they don't want there to be a solution, which is write better or get better writers. They just want to keep everything white. I don't understand why, but that's your business if that's what you're about. I thought it was beautiful. I think it's interesting. I can't wait to see it. Didn't really feel Sebastian's accent, but I don't really care about that, to be honest. Because it's Disney, I'm not thinking that the story is going to be good. Disney is one of those things that surprises me now. I expect it to be meh, and it can be great. That is where I am with Disney. I expect it to be meh, but it can be great. And that is where I am with it. I'm not walking into this thinking that it's going to be an even better story than the original. It looks like it's copying the original beat for the most part. Just some lines are flipped. That's literally, and the songs are going to be a little different depending on who's singing them. And there might be songs that they don't put in, and that's going to cause some controversy. And there might be some songs that they change around, and that's going to cause some controversy. I don't care. I think every song Holly does specifically is going to be good. I don't know about anybody else. I don't know about anybody else, but I know all of Holly's songs will be good. Yeah. So I'm protecting Holly for this. I guess I have to say the caveats, the obvious stuff. It's a fish, guys. Okay, it is not a historical character. It is at most a mythological character that has many different origins in many different countries. So mermaids are not just white. There are black mermaids, Indian mermaids, Irish mermaids. And before you say the Hans Christian Andersen mermaid was white, the Hans Christian Andersen book was also a metaphor for him being in the closet. So the gays did not get the representation with the original Disney movie either, and the gays did not get their representation from his book either, because it was a metaphor. It wasn't even in there. Most people don't even know that he originally wrote that as a metaphor for him being in the closet and having a relationship with a man. Ooh, you didn't know that, did you? So before you say that we're erasing gingers, Hans and Disney erased the gays first. Oops. And she was blonde in the original. So we erased the blondes. The blondes were erased. Okay. So that's just to say, take what you can get. This is not the type of story where we're going to fight over historical accuracies. This is the least that you should fight over. And I'm going to make a video for all of you people who are going to say, what if we made Tiana white? What if we made Mulan white? Slightly unpopular opinion. I would be upset if they made Tiana white, but I wouldn't be able to fight it because the original Princess and the Frog was a white fairy tale. However, they made it historical by basing it off of the fairy tale and an actual person, so that's why it would be wrong, since I have to explain that. Also, with the Mulan thing, or what if Mulan was made to black or white? You guys did it with Genghis Khan. Didn't you guys do a Genghis Khan movie with John Wayne? Look it up. I'm gonna make a video about it actually, since people want to act like it's a flex to threaten people who are not of the palm color, palm of your hand, the palm color, to threaten those people, to say, what if we did that? You have been doing it for centuries, okay? You've been doing it for as long as movies have been a thing, so that's not a threat. I would just expect it. Oh, if you think Genghis Khan is too far away, like that was years ago, the Avatar movie, the one that shall not be named, Avatar: The Last Airbender, weren't those white people in the 3 main leads? Weren't they? And didn't you switch out all of the firebenders with Indians? Didn't you? See, that one is good because it shows that you switched it out with white people, which is bad, but also you switched it out with other people who are not palm colored. Bad on 2 fronts. So, before I get those comments, you've done it before and there is multiple evidence of it. So calm it down. Just say that you wanted her to be Ariana Grande and keep it pushing. Okay? Because, for all those people who think that it should have been Zendaya, you're just as bad. You're just as bad. Let Halle have the role. This is the most harmless role she could have gotten, and y'all are blowing it so far out of proportion, I don't even know what to say. If this movie ends up being bad writing wise, I don't care. I'm telling you this right now, I do not care. I'm watching this movie for the music. Hopefully whatever chemistry she has with the lead is good enough that I enjoy that as well, but I'm not pressing it. I also think the movie is cute looking. Could it be brighter from some scenes in the first teasers? Sure, but I'm not a light girly, so I don't really care. I think the movie is pretty. I think Halle is pretty. I think her voice is pretty. I think the prince is attractive enough. I'm okay with it and I'm going to enjoy it. Please do let me know how you guys feel down below, but please be respectful. However, if I see any of those passive aggressive, oh, I love the part where Ariel met Obi-Wan, and ooh, I love the part when Ariel sold out Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. Oh, I love the part where Ariel said to Neo, it's time to go. That weird thing you do, like you're doing it for Tinkerbell too. I'm not even gonna get into that. That weird thing you do where you like subtext the person we're talking about with other famous characters. I feel like it's like a sly, sneaky way of being racist. I don't like it. So don't do that. I'll delete those comments. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Just be real about it. I would rather you be actually racist than to be fake. I hate hypocrisy. If you're gonna be real, be real. Or just dislike the video and keep it pushing. Because we are going up for this movie. We're going out for it. And when I see it, I'm gonna make a video. Okay. This hopefully I'm able to show pieces of the trailer so you guys can see it. In any case, let me know what you guys thought about the trailer. Did you like it? Did you not? What are your thoughts about the light girlies, the comic boys, and the Rossies? What are your thoughts on all 3 of those demographics, 2 of which, are really negative and the other ones are just nitpicking? What do you guys think? What are your positive thoughts, negative thoughts, neutral thoughts? I'm over here in neutral, just hoping that the music will be good, and that's the only hopes I have. You can't really put much on Disney nowadays. I'm gonna make a video about some unpopular Disney opinions, so you'll get that very soon. In any case, thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy your night or your morning or whenever you're seeing this. Goodbye, my stars. Bye bye.